He's not a stranger to controversy, and he's back in the headlines this week for his comments about former President George W. Bush. We're going to hear from him in a moment, but first, as we've mentioned, President Bush opens up in his new memoir about that famous moment when West said George Bush doesn't care about black people. It's something I asked President Bush about when we sat down recently in Texas.
I didn't appreciate it then. I don't appreciate it now. It's one thing to say, I don't appreciate the way he's handled his business. It's another thing to say this man's a racist. I resent it. It's not true. And it was one of the most disgusting moments of my presidency.
Here's a two-term president who ran the country during Katrina, 9/11, wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, and the financial meltdown, and he's pointing the finger at Kanye West and that incident as the worst moment in his presidency. I asked Kanye West to respond to President Bush's remarks.
As far as it being the worst moment of his presidency, I can't really speak to that, but as his take, his explanation, I completely agree with, and I empathize with totally. And I felt like that the entire time, that, I was being, hailed as a hero, and everyone saying, yo, I'm so happy you said that, and I didn't like you before, but now I like you because you said this, and you just sit there and in your heart as a person that in a moment of emotion to peg someone or to call a name or peg someone as a racist is not, it's just not right.
Yeah, there was great frustration with the response to Hurricane Katrina. There we were standing there, it was just a few days, less than a week afterward. But while most people expressed frustration, you did take it across a line, and you said you made it a little more sinister, that the federal response to Katrina was because of race. And so do you regret having said that now?
I don't want to speak on the word regret. And I think a lot of things that happen in America, period, are because of race, just the way this country was built and the struggles we've had to get into, positions, through media, through social positions, through gentrification, through so many, it's a way bigger conversation than that. But what I wanted to speak to with Bush was just to say that I empathize with the idea of being pegged as a racist.
Just play the tape. Don't even listen this time. I want you to just look at his face when he is commenting about you, and just look at him. I mean, this is the most emotional he got during my entire 3.5-hour interview with him. What would you say to him if he would meet with you face to face? And I'm not sure he would, but if he would.
I didn't need you guys to show me the tape in order to prompt my emotion to what I'm going to say.
No, I'm just asking you, when you look at his face, what would you say to him?
Pre-looking at his face, I came up here because I wanted to say something to him right after the fact. I would say, what I'm saying? It's like I don't even have to do the TV stuff with me. This is reality. This is the real thing going on. This is, what I'm saying? I don't need all the jazz. I would say can we be quiet for a second? I would tell George Bush, in my moment of frustration, that I didn't have the grounds to call him a racist.
And you're sorry.
What a fucking drama queen. It's official now. The end is near. Kanye West has apologized about the comments he made to George W. Bush. Go ahead and run outside and start digging your bomb shelter and stockpile your malt liquor and canned goods now. This is only the beginning. Armageddon is approaching. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter at TrentSteele1 and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steele Worldwide. Don't forget to check out my official website, TrentSteele1.blogspot.com. Now stay tuned for my brand new malt liquor video that starts right now. approaching the swell. Follow me on Twitter at TrentSteel1 and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steel Worldwide. Don't forget to check out my official website, TrentSteel1.blogspot.com. Google pays me to drink malt liquor. Malt liquor. Delicious.